Thicker hook right here is going into the orange, and this thin one is going into the pink. All right, let's see which one floats. So you got these hooks right here. These are mosquito hooks, it's a size 4. But honestly, these look like it'll be too heavy for whatever bait. These are too big for power bait, in my opinion. I wouldn't use those. Right here. See, same price, size 8. And not only are they small hooks, but they're like mosquito hooks with a very thin wire. So you can look at them side by side. You see the difference? So here you go, 2 different size hooks. They're both small. This is a size 4. You can use that for a drop shot. You can use this for a drop shot. But if you're gonna put a piece of power bait like this, or these little pinch worms, that's what was working last time, or any of this power bait, all this is designed to float. It's supposed to float. It's supposed to float. So if you use this hook on the right, most likely it's not gonna float, because between the size of the hook, it's just gonna be too heavy for this bait. So I will go with the hook on the left, which will allow it to float. But there's also these hooks. Some people like treble hooks. I don't really like dealing with treble hooks. I just rather do a single hook. See how small these hooks are? Your bait is not gonna have a problem floating with these. Versus something like this, you might have a problem. So you can just look at the hook compared to the bait. I mean, I don't know that this hook would be too big, but you know, it's bigger than the other ones, and you might have a problem with the bait floating, maybe. So that's what you want to consider when you buying your hooks along with your power bait. You don't want to just buy hooks and buy power bait and think it's just gonna work. And this right here, I've seen people use this type of stuff, and yeah, this is definitely not gonna work for the power bait, because bigger hook, you know, will allow you to get better hook penetration or better chances of hooking up, especially on like a catfish or a trout if they get their mouth on this thing. But the bait is gonna sink to the bottom. Here's some more hooks, you see? These little bitty hooks. That's what people are using for power bait. I think the biggest advice anybody can give or get is you want to have a variety of stuff. So what are these? Earthworms. Nah, I wouldn't go with that. I mean, shit, you know, who knows? You go ahead and try it out. I don't know. But where I'm looking for, there's one that's like really popular. Okay, for sure, chartreuse. Chartreuse and garlic works pretty good. So if you get a chartreuse bait, power bait, this rainbow one, this works really good. Now, mind you, I don't really use power bait like that, but I know when I was using it, that's kind of the one I went for. But you just kind of want to have a variety. And salmon egg, I don't see salmon egg, but it's right here. So this is an interesting one I haven't seen. Salmon egg glitter. Also kind of like a rainbow color. I think I might get this because I never had this before. I never used it, but salmon egg is a good color. It's a good scent. Salmon egg and garlic. This is usually the color of the salmon egg one that I get, but this is not salmon egg, but it usually look like this, but it has the salmon egg scent. But salmon egg is a good one. So this is the exact size Brian gave me. We were using that cast egg that was working, and dude, Brian was getting bit left and right. He gave me 2 of these, and I caught like, wow, hooked up on 3, bang, 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 like right away. So take with that what you will. These hooks that's already kind of little leaders that are already set up for you, that line is really thick most of the time. So I like to tie my own leaders, but you will see these in here, even see the ones with the treble hooks on it. These are all good, small treble hooks and everything, but the line is very thick, so I typically tie my own leaders. So the moral of the story, match your bait with your hook. All right, so check out the size of these two hooks. They're basically the same size, but when you look closer at them, you'll notice the one on the right is thicker than the one on the left. Look at them compared to the mice tail. Just had those in my tackle box, so those are the ones that I'm using. Both very small hooks, and you can fit power bait, which would like to power bait the doe, or a mice tail, or something like this. Something like a pinch worm. This is what was working at Irvine the other day. But anyway, the hook on the left will be lighter than the hook on the right. Thicker hook right here is going into the orange, and this thin one is going into the pink. Let's see which one floats. All right, let's see which one floats. See that? The orange one is trying to float, but the hook is weighing it down. While the pink one is floating on top of the water. Boop. See? That's the difference. It sinks again. So that's pretty much what your bait's gonna look like. All right, I need to hurry up to get out there because everybody's getting bit. So doing a Carolina rig, you do the wake first, do a bead after.
Do about 8 to 10 inches.
I wouldn't believe this. I got a double.
I believe it. That's what happened. You had to wait, what, 2 hours?
2 hours for 2 darn fish. Like,
You say about an 8-inch leader?
Yeah, 8 to 10.
8 to 10-inch leader. That's the tips from the pro right there.
That's for him, man. He's fishing with 6 or 8, and he's been smashing the last 2 weekends, man. Because he was fishing by us, and we were fishing with the same green and...
All right, all I have is this 4-pound fluoro. Remember, you want to have a small hook. A hook thin enough and small enough to so that it will float. It won't weigh your bait down. Without a super long leader, let's go ahead and put this in. Doing a Palomar knot right here. Whoop-de-whoop. Baiting and waiting is not usually my thing, but it used to be. Bam, just like that. Cut off the tag end.
I got some razor hooks in there, too.
Okay. I got some of those. I got the light wire hooks.
Yeah, they hold the plastic up high in the water.
Do you have...
A long time ago, I used to fish with the other one. The guy goes, "You got to get rid of those hooks."
Yeah.
And then I realized that when I brought it to the shore, it
Just dragging.
yeah.
The light wire hooks is very important. Do you have any spray, like kind of scent? I have a...
Right here.
Oh, okay.
Right there. I had it down there. That's why I put it down there.
So this is a longer leader than he said, but I already tied it. We'll put a little spray on it, see what's up.
That's the one you got for $10.
$10 combo right here.
Right there, Brian. You got a $10 combo right there in his hand.
At Walmart. Walmart special. Let's see if we... I don't feel like I'm going to be able to cast it very far, but it's all right. You're just out straight, right, Titus?
Yeah.
That didn't cross you, did I?
No.
Now that the pole is out, a lot of people just put a bobber, some kind of indicator on their line so that when the bobber raises up, show you got a bite. All right, we got another one. Now I gotta continuously loosen this drag. Now it's swimming in towards me, okay. Gotta keep the tension. tricky when I run. I gotta pull the line out because what is this? I feel like it's up.
The stick is on there or something.
Yeah, wrapped up around the stick. That could have been the reason why I lost the first one. Oh, it's not.
It's not snowing.
Oh. On this side, tight. Oh, here we go. It's here. Cool. Thanks, T. Thanks, Titus.
You're welcome.
Baiting and waiting.